What's up? What's the word?
All right, man, Mr. KB Soda, the man who won our second open mic, man. How I feel, brother?
Yes, sir. It feels awesome. It feels great. You know what I'm saying? I definitely been putting a lot of work in, so it feels great to have that opportunity and to be able to win that with a bunch of great artists that was in there. So
Okay. So before we get into who was KB Soda, let's actually let's start there. Then I'm gonna get into the contest, and I'm gonna get into just your artistry and just who you are and what you get from the game. So for the people that's watching and that's gonna watch this, and like, who was KB Soda?
KB Soda, man, you know what I'm saying? All around, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He likes to see other people happy before he just, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a funny guy. I like to see people smile. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm very talented. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things that I get to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a son. You know, I'm a brother. I'm a family man first. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a family man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a godly man. You know what I'm saying? So KB Soda is just an all-around good guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
Okay, man. All praise be to Allah, man. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
we all got to be godly around here. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, so let's get into the performance, right? So I think you had one. It was the hands down that you won. Like, you came out there with the Captain America mask. You had your clique going. You had your mom there. Like, everything was just just a whole overall amazing experience. Um, Let me ask you this. Like, how do you practice your performances? Like, how do you get ready for your performances?
Let me tell y'all something, man. I've always been like, I'm actually a laid-back person. But when it comes to music, I turn into a different monster. You know what I'm saying? So I got a garage that I always be in, my little man cave. And
Okay.
when I'm by myself most of the time. You know what I'm saying? That's my little man cave. I'm writing music all day. I'm looking. I got a body mirror in there. I'm
A
looking
body mirror.
mirror because you know what I'm saying. You got to look yourself in the mirror sometimes. You got to know that you your own competition. You know what I'm saying? So once you get yourself all around down pack, everything, you know what I'm saying, you good to go. So I'm in there working. Before I'm doing all these shows, I'm in there working by myself. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm dancing. You know, I'm doing my little dancey dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping. I'm doing everything. I'm freestyling over and over again. So
Okay, so we're gonna go back to this this body mirror. You know what I'm saying? What was the process behind grabbing that?
I mean, the body mirror was already here. It was my sister's old mirror that I took. You know what I'm saying? I liked it because I could see myself, what I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play songs over and over again until I practice songs over and over and over again. Like, everything that y'all seen, like, it may have looked like it was, you know what I'm saying, with ease, but I put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying, to have my performance be as great as it is now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always in there working every day. I get off work, I'm going in there, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? People going, I got friends, you know what I'm saying, want to go out. You know what I'm saying? I go out sometimes. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool. I'm in here, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm always working on my craft. So that's all.
Was that Mom Deuce in the background?
Oh, yeah, you know, she
I rock with your mom's, man. She was like the star of the whole thing. Like, after you know what I'm saying, kill it, then she like, and she just took the icing over the top. Like, she came over there, gave some words of wisdom. Her energy was matched yours. I'm like, okay, I thought it was planned at one point. But you know what I'm
nah,
saying? No.
from, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I feel like where I get it from, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I love your mom energy, man. If y'all have it, y'all gotta check out that video. Her giving her
I definitely
spiel.
that video. We both was laughing. Yeah, that video funny. I like that video.
Cause it was random. You know, I'm personally, I was trying my best to be like PG-13. Like, you know what I mean? When you got parents around, you want to try your best to be PG-13. You don't want to
Right.
like cuss. But moms
Right.
came in and just she took the weight off me.
For sure. Gave a whole little speech. That's off the
Yeah.
dome. See, that's just all feeling.
Nah, shout out to moms. So you say you be practicing with the body mirror, doing your thing. What made you get into music?
What made me get some music? My pops, you know what I'm saying, at an early age. I think I was about 8 years old. My pops used to rap back in the day, but he never like recorded in the studio or nothing like that. He used to do it like on the street, you know, with his little homies and stuff. And when I was about 8 years old, I remember he gave. Actually, my older sister used to do it too. She don't do it no more, like for real. But like when we was little, he used to just have us do things like that. For her rap, and he wrote me a rap and told me to memorize it. You know what I'm saying? And from there, he had me memorize it. Once I did it over and over, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you really got something. Like, so he started to write for me. My dad used to write my raps. My dad used to write all my raps until I was about, like, I want to say maybe like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? But my dad, the thing with my dad though is like, his style is real old school. You know what I'm saying? He got bars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, my dad got bars. He definitely, but he got them old school bars. You know what I'm saying? So like, I bet he took what he
He
taught me.
got the KRS bars,
Yeah,
KRS-One
you know,
bars, huh?
he got right. He got them Tupac type. You know what I'm saying? 90s type bars. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? He still say cat, you know what I'm saying? And this cat I'm with, man, you know what I'm saying? He still say old stuff like you dig, you know what I'm saying? Like my dad real old school. So like I was trying to tell him like I like what you do, but like I gotta basically take what you teaching me and create my own thing, you know what I'm saying? So once I took that, I started writing on my own. It was trash. To me, a lot of people like it though. I came a long way. Like from the first song I recorded, I came a real long way. And it was trash to me. Like nowadays I think about it, I'll be like, it's trash, but people still like it. And I just kept doing it. I kept doing it, I kept at it, I kept at it, I kept at it. After a while, I perfected my craft. I tried to see what my sound was, you know, because I could sing and I could rap. So I really didn't know what I wanted to do all the way. Because I'm like, basically I was doing both, but then I'm like, some people like my singing, some people like my rapping, so I really didn't know like to tell people whether I'm a singer or a rapper. So after that, I just started telling people, man, I'm an artist. So I make music, you know what I'm saying? I could probably make rock. A matter of fact, probably not a probably. I could make rock, you know what I'm saying? I could make country. I could sing, I could rap. I'm all around. Music is in me, it's in my soul. And when I'm writing, I feel it. That's why I'm in there all day. So after work, I ain't even trying to play no games. I'm in there writing all day. And when I'm writing, I really sometimes I surprise myself with some of the things that I do and say. Like I just be like, man, like you really like I'm a fan of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like a fan of myself. So like I've been doing it for a while and I definitely want to keep going for sure.
Okay, I think you're very talented. I've seen you perform twice now. Once at our showcase, and the other time I seen you perform was
Yeah,
yeah, my bad. We just had
yeah,
a
shout
little
out.
pause, man.
It's
Yeah,
all
shout
good.
out to Noise, man. Shout out to Norris, man. He's doing this thing. No, I just had to pause it because I'm getting these notifications mid through the
Oh, it's
recording,
all
and
good.
I think it's pausing my audio, so I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
Okay. All right. So let's. So you talked about your love for it. What are some of your challenges that you have with being an artist?
Some of the challenges I faced
Yeah.
is knowing the right to do. You know what I'm saying? And
No.
shout out, a matter of fact, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to y'all platform. Shout out to What's the Word. Shout out to Cody Mack, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing that Cody did that I noticed is he gave you what you want as an artist. You know what I'm saying? One thing you're going to find as an artist is you're not going to know who's telling you the truth and who's not. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a couple of competitions and things that I've done that I haven't received anything, you know, that I've won. And us as
Mm.
artists, you know what I'm saying? Us as grinding artists, we put a lot of heart and time and love into this thing. So to not receive those things, you know what I'm saying, when you do win, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying, because you want to see the best in people. So my thing is just be mindful with, you know what I'm saying, where you putting your time and your money. Make sure you actually put it in the right place. And so it's all a learning thing. It's all a learning experience. Me as an artist, I learned a lot, and we're just the right things to put the right pieces. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've actually been coming a long way though.
All right. Well, I want to say first off, appreciate the shout out and the love. We got to use that sound bite to let people know we legit. So I
Oh yeah,
appreciate that.
oh,
Um,
yes,
and I just want to go off more talking to more about what you just said. Like for artists watching and paying attention to this live, and just interviewing period in general. As a independent artist coming into this game, it's gonna be a lot of challenges you face. You're gonna have to put a lot of stuff in there. Um, I will say, like, as for me meeting you, I can't see that what level you at, but I also see like how dedicated and hungry you are to keep going and growing at this. Like for me to see you at my showcase, and then when we had our consultation to talk about everything we won, to hear that you winning other showcases and other performances, and you had other ones scheduled, and then to actually to to be at an event and see, oh yeah, they got you performing. I'm like, all right, cause this dude hungry. He out here trying to get it, and a lot of artists don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So nothing compare you to him, but I just wanted to give you your flowers too. Like I just gave us ours here. Is that yo, you putting in the work, you putting in the groundwork, you shaking hands, you meeting people, you doing what you got, you doing what needs to be done.
yes, sir. Appreciate that a lot. So
Yeah, for real. One thing I I would. Now, if I'm gonna ask you this question, then I'm gonna go off this. So, what do you think as an artist? You think at this level you at now? What do you think you're missing, or some things that you think you can need that can help you take your career to another level? Like I said, if you at like phase 1 right now, what would you think can help you to take you to phase 2?
I think my budget. I think more videos, more budget towards my career, like where I could do everything in a line and together. You know what I'm saying? Like where I could get like 6, 7 videos and podcasts going on. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, I think will help. And just out here networking too. You know what I'm saying? Like me doing all the shows that I've been doing, like you said, I've met a lot of good people and I've networked with a lot of good artists. So like just me out there using those, actually going forth and using those, you know what I'm saying, connections and actually like doing something with them rather than just following someone. You know what I'm saying? Like I think all of that is gonna really help.
Okay. I think I want to say you hitting it right on the head. So as far as budget, right? Like, so what how are you funding your career?
I'm a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm real deal 9 to 5. So
Hey
actually,
man,
a lot of most artists, you know what I'm saying, we all 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really like actually like money that you know what I'm saying I could be put into a house. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing that I learned is like if you believe in, you gotta invest. You gotta invest into yourself. You know what I'm saying? So all the money that I really be making really go to studio time. It go to videos. I pay my video man. Shout out to Rio de Janeiro. You know what I'm saying? But my video man, he charged me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little over a rack. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff costs. You know what I'm saying? All the music industry, like this business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have bread. So like most of my money goes to my career because I actually believe in myself. So.
that's real. That's real. All right. So I'm gonna break something down to you. We all are in some sense, in some form or fashion, are 9 to 5. Me, I am a 9 to 9. You know what I'm saying? That's a good day. On a busy day, I'm probably starting, got my laptop cracked open about 7:30, and I'm not done with an event or done looking at my laptop or editing or something till like 11:30 at night. You know what I mean?
You in there
So
all day.
all day. all day. You know what I mean? Because stuff got to get done no
Right.
matter what. And shit, when you're an artist, shit, you 12, 16 hours a day too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like it don't stop. I like the fact that you understand you took the initiative, not the initiative, but you understand that you got to work and put the money up into your business because you are a business. Like you as a rapper, you are a business.
Right.
Um,
That
I would say I would say, do you have a plan?
my plan. To be honest, I really stuck to the same formula. So like, what I try to do is I try to think out of the box. You know what I'm saying? One thing I know that they say is like nowadays it's not just about talent, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's true to some standpoint. But you know what I'm saying? Like originality. You know what I'm saying? People gonna gravitate towards that. You know what I'm saying? People gonna gravitate towards being different. So I try to always think outside the box. So one big part of my formula. Matter of fact, shout out to Adderall, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who this is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole little character I made up. KB Soda Adderall, man. You get it on all platforms. And that's one thing I do to think outside the box, you know what I'm saying, what nobody's doing. So I try to bring my music to life. I try to bring a different sound to the game. And one thing I perfected is my sound. A lot of people tell me my sound is different. So I feel real proud of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've spent a lot of years trying to create my own sound that's actually hot too at the same time, and that's easy. I can make easy music with it. So that's one thing that I'm bringing is a new sound. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to focus on being different because a lot of people sound the same nowadays. A lot of people sound the same. So
Yeah, that's valid. Now, so you continue. I'm gonna say you continue, but you putting the emphasis on the creative part, right, of the process, the creative part of the process, the artistry. Um, I guess my question is more so towards like the business part. Like when I ask like, what's your plan? Do you have a plan or like and like a formula of like everything you need to do, like goals? Do you have all this written down? Do you have a plan?
yeah, on the business part, you know what I'm saying? One thing I just been trying to feel is that main manager role, you know what I'm saying? And just getting my name really out there, you know what I'm saying? I want to travel, you know what I'm saying? I want to do um, street performance on the business, and basically, I feel like that's getting my name out there more because it's not just on social media, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they used to hand out CDs all the time. They used to hand out mixtapes on the corner. So, like, you got to actually shove it down these folks' throat, you know? So, on the business part, that's one of my plans is just to get out here more, not only doing those shows, but maybe perform in front of a restaurant or something. You know what I'm saying? Traveling and meeting different people in different states and things. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That could actually help me. So management and traveling and my budget. And three business things that I'm working on.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let me I'm gonna break some things down to you and hopefully people listening to can take heed of this. All right. So first thing is I say you're not gonna need a manager until you have business to manage.
Okay.
All right. People I hear this all the time from a lot of people, artists like, yo, I need a manager, can you manage me, stuff like that. You don't really need a manager until you got business to manage. That's one. Uh so that's the after what you need to do, not necessarily you need to do what I suggest, and I think I might teach a master class on this. I just it thought in my head like I could teach a class on this. But what you need to do is what I suggest, not what you need to do, because I can't tell you what to do. But I suggest the first thing you do is write out all your business on paper, right? So the first thing you want to get your organization structure. So you want to start your LLC company, right? So the main reason why I like this because as a as an independent artist, and me and Taylor Bennett was just talking about this, arguing about this on my podcast. I had him on there last week, so that interview should be dropping like next week. But as an independent artist, you want to set up your business to the point where you can be receiving funds for your, like, this is a job. Like you say, you're doing all this work, but it's still a job where you can make money from it, right? So you want to do an LLC, and do all your business through your LLC. So as far as booking your studio time, when you upload the music, you know what I mean, to the stream distribution platforms, you want to do things like that, right? Because then you get paid, right? And then you got a lot of stuff you can write off, so you got credit. So a lot of stuff that you say a budget. So the budget was like the key thing you said, right? So you said the budget.
Mm-hmm.
So your credit is important, right?
Right.
So if you got okay credit or good credit or someone under your LLC, let's say if you start the business with your mom, dad, or something like that, y'all start y'all LLC, y'all media company, y'all record company, you know, sign yourself. First thing you want to sign yourself to it. So therefore, when you're doing business with people, let's say if a record label or production company comes, it's no, they're not gonna sign KB Soda. What they're gonna do is partner with KB Soda Media, or something like that. Say that's your company, KB Soda Media LLC. Like you want them to partner with you, a joint venture with you. You know what I'm saying? Like where you focus on this and y'all focus on this, but I'm not signing to you as an artist. That way you don't own nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you negotiate those terms. And if anything go left with the deal, you can always just drop yourself from that company. You know what I'm saying? As the artist. Like, all right, well y'all did a business with record deal with that. So that's why I always suggest artists to start those companies, because a person told me this when I first got into business, and I had my company going, blog going for about 2-3 years at this point, and the person set me down and he was like, yo, you never do business under your own name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He say never do business under your own name. I'm like, what you mean? Like, just never do it. And as far as like from like real estate, all type of business, he was saying, like, yo, don't do it under your own name. Like, so I took the heat of that. So then when it comes to this rap game, this music business, don't do nothing under your own name. All my business I do under what's the word. Even with my people under my team, I tell them the same thing. Like, yo, start your own companies and stuff like that, and y'all could like do business like that.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because if you got business, you get business credit, right? You get business credit. You know, for first you probably have to use your name and your personal credit. You know what I'm saying? It's collateral and as a is it collateral? I can't get the right word, but you have to use your personal credit, God. So when you use your personal credit, if it's good enough, or your mom got good personal credit, however you want to do it, and they believe in the dream, they believe you're responsible enough, you can you can get credit to fund credit cards and stuff like that to fund your music career. See what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff, like if you seen that Genius documentary by Kanye, like how he said he spent he put up the bread for like the Through the Wire video. A lot of that stuff was built on credit card. A lot of artists that'll tell you, a lot of independent artists and stuff, they would tell you like a lot of their business and stuff was funded off credit cards. Like Tyler Perry, his few plays, stuff of music was funded off credit. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you got the business going, you can get credit. You can get credit to fund stuff just in case you ain't got something right away. Not saying run it up and then be in debt. What I'm saying is, if you have to pay your cameraman $500 and you don't get paid to here, you might if you have money on credit. Yo, I have the money, but I don't get paid till like next week. But I want to go ahead and start this process. You have a credit card in a business. You know what I mean? And everything you do a part of that shoot is tax. Like, you know what I'm saying? You write it off as far as taxes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you start really getting into it, that's how you know what I'm saying, you can get money back, or you can take a loss. And when you file your taxes with the LLC, like I got an accountant, my accountant, like I can't explain it to the T, but I just know at the end of the year when I go holler at him about all this shit I did with what's the word, and then my management consulting company, it looks good on taxes, and I get a nice return.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I could put y'all into him as well. But that's why I say business with a plan, because you mentioned a budget. So when you get in the budget together, and I didn't want to turn this into a class, but I just want to just put that out there.
Nah,
Like
but I
you
love this.
can,
I love this knowledge though. I definitely love.
but that helps with that. Little shit like that helps with that. Have fun as your career, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then you got other shit, right? So when you got the LLC, you can do shit like go to these universities and these things like that, and find students that need that want to do internships. So by you being a legit registered business that's in good standing, you can offer them an internship for college credit. So when that if you need a photographer, you know what I mean? If you need somebody to do graphic design, if you just need an assistant to help with marketing, to help come with you with these events, you got that as an independent artist because all your shit is legit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I ain't never doing that.
But I'm saying that's part of that is part coming with the business, right?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as coming distributing your music, right? When you dealing with these producers and when you're dealing with all the studio stuff, like make sure you got split sheets and all contracts up front. But if you distribute your music independently, bro, you can get paid off. See what I'm saying?
Now I've
And
been
it
getting
all can go into your business bank
that,
account.
that's more of an income right there.
What?
Cause I be getting paid off like YouTube streams and like Apple Music and Spotify.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a lot of these apps. Like you got the TuneCore, you got the United Masters. United
Mm-hmm.
Masters is good. I've been hearing a lot about United Masters because a lot of United Masters, if you do the free version, they only take 10% of everything you get, which is not bad. But they also offer services like if they like your song, they can get you put on the NBA commercials and stuff like that. They can offer syncs. But yeah, but if you own, but if you own your music, if you own your music right out,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, like when you put it on these distribution platforms and you got all your paperwork, that can be revenue streams, right?
For
So
sure.
when you're talking about gaining revenue streams, so all that money you put into making this production happen, you can get it back. Then you start talking about merch. You know what I'm saying? Like how you got the Adderall man.
Mm-hmm.
What type of ways you can set up your merch so you can make money back off your merch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is why when I say the business, get you a plan of everything that you can do on paper, because now that you feel like I have the your issue is like the budget. You said I was just going to go. You said your budget and management, right? So
Mm-hmm. My budget.
if you writing all this shit down, that's managing right there. That's all it is you just writing your plan down from the start. I'm an independent artist. This is what I'm trying to do, and this is where I'm trying to go. Now, how do I get there? Boom. Figure out how to get there, and just manage that. Just stay on the course with your data, the simple bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's all. And that's really what it is. If you write it out on paper and just move off the day to day and constantly just figure out ways to involve and study and network and stuff, pick people's brain, listen to interviews. That's all I do. When I say I work for 12 hours, God, that's all I do for the 12 hours is figure like, you know what? This didn't work the last open mic. Yo, team, we gonna fix this. Like, I always try to constantly involve. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to just leave those gems out there to you because I feel that you already taking the initial step of putting the groundwork. You going out there, you shaking the hands, you meeting the people. Now, if you say you got a solution, you got an issue, you just realize out your issues. Now I want to help you I want to help you solve those issues, you know what I'm saying, with solutions. And so you can get to that next level. So that was just my what they be saying that TED Talk. So that was just like my 3 cents, man. I hope that was helpful. I hope that game was helpful. But just getting more towards picking your brain. What do you feel this industry here in Chicago, like what do you feel like how the fans been receptive to your music and your energy?
To be honest, it's been kind of like 80-20. You know what I'm saying? About 80-20. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the little 20%, they low key, they probably, you know what I'm saying? Because some people like used to something, a certain sound, certain energy. so they want to stick to that. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? They probably think that's like clownish or something, you know what I'm saying? But those 80% though, been loving it though. I'm talking about they been loving it. They've been going crazy every show, every whatever. You know what I'm saying? They've been like, who is this? What are you doing? And how are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? And I met like a
That's
lot
valid.
of talented, crazy people doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like a lot of people told me too, like, you know what I'm saying, I was motivation. You know what I'm saying? And I take that as like a real, like, I take heart to that, like, because I did not know that it was gonna be like this fast, like people was gonna gravitate to it. Like, to be honest, my first show when I was about to be out around, man, I told my mom, I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we in the trap with it.
I get you. You going in and out a little bit, but I can hear you.
There you go. My bad. I was getting a call. But yeah, like my first show, you know what I'm saying? I was a little nervous. We in the trap with it. We was at Clubs Play Bar and Grill. Shout out to Zoto Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom, I'm like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how they gonna take it. I don't really know. She was like, do it. Who cares? Do it. I'm like, all right, we're gonna see. It come to the time, you know what I'm saying? I see the vibe. I'm like, all right, whatever. Let me go and do it. People reaction, what they do, what I expected was pull out their phone. That's what I need people to do. Whether you gonna like it or not, as long as you sharing me, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm like, all right, cool. We got them. I go crazy. The music match, the performance, the match, everything all in one. It's a meal ticket. So after that, I started doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it every show, but you know what I'm saying? I bring it here and there. And then that's not the only thing I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of surprises that's coming up next, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give out my sauce, but you know what I'm saying? When I perform, you know what I'm saying? Hey Ma, what's the dude with the nose, clown nose back in the day? Yeah. No dude that used to do the Humpty Hump, you know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy
You
is
talk about Shock G.
Shy V. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's crazy is old head at the Nori show we was at, he came up to me, his name Ronnie Mack. He was like, man, I ain't seen nobody do something like that since 19, woo. He was like, you got something. I took that too, like, I'm definitely doing the right thing. I'm on the right path, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just keep thinking outside the box and we're gonna see what that do. That's my formula. I'm different.
Nah, that's. I mean, that's 100 though. That's 100 though. That's 100 though. I think I like the creativity. Like I say, I feel like you got the creativity part down pat. Like you
Mm-hmm.
already know. You know exactly what you want to do with that. You know how to do that. I think once you just put it all on paper and organize that shit, I think you're gonna be out of here, guy. I think that next level gonna be so easy for you to obtain. You don't even know.
But man, that's good. So
Real talk. I'm gonna um I'm gonna close us out here in a minute. I had one thing that I wanted to mention. What's your streams? What do your streams look like?
my streams,
Yeah, on
like
the average, what
I
are your
I
stream? What are
release
your?
my music through Amuse. I release my music through Amuse.
Okay.
You ever heard of that?
Is that,
And
is
my
that
streams,
joining? Is that joining Lucas joint?
I'm not actually sure. It's a little yellow app.
Let me see. I think that's
It's a yellow app.
why you leased it through them? No, he got
I
two
actually looked
leads.
up.
Huh?
I used to release music on SoundCloud, and then once I started, you know what I'm saying, I was like, I need to get on Apple Music, and I didn't know how to really distribute it, so I looked it up, and the Muse was like one of the top ones that popped up, so I had to do it through them. I've been doing it through them ever since.
Okay, so they should have a dashboard and let you know what your streams looking like.
Oh yeah, my
Each
streams on there is
platform
at
should have that.
5K.
Okay. All right. So what's gonna happen is at some point in time, because I think it was you that mentioned that the Nori thing, like, yo, should you move from Iraq, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know if that would be a good idea or not.
Um, um, just like we said in the thing, like you never want to just up and leave your home base. You always want to, this is home. Home is where you familiar with. Home is where you're gonna be able to get stuff rocking at. But it was one thing that crossed my mind. Like, I didn't even say this at the thing. So and one thing you can do, and this is gonna be a gem for all artists that's watching. One thing you can do is when you're streaming. That's what, like, as an independent, when you're independent, when you're streaming, the dope thing about streaming and just music videos, anything you do, your analytics, right? So your analytics will always tell you where your audience is coming from, right? So you thinking you might need to go to Atlanta, but you might realize that 70% of your fans is probably in Indianapolis somewhere or in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So if you got majority of your fans is in Texas, you can go set up shop in Texas and do
Mm-hmm.
shows and do streams and just build fact, because people in Texas, whatever the culture is, they might like your music, like your style. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing dope about this technology and about these streaming. Like how you say back in the day, you used to just pass out CDs. You have an upper hand because I seen Brent Fayez and his manager did an interview about this, like right before I went to that thing with Sean Norton, and he was saying like, yo, the restate, we was about to sign a deal, but he like, nah, we're gonna stay independent. And he was like, what we did is we went on a distribution platform and we seen like where they was fucking with our music at. Excuse my language, mom.
Mm-hmm.
But but they said they was seeing where they was rocking with his music at, and they just booked shows there at each city. They're like, yo, we just gonna go independent. We gonna book shows in those cities. We gonna make our money that way independent. We gonna bring merchandise and people gonna buy merch, and that was just their plan. But you can just do that on through marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
So
I want you to. You say what?
you say so. Pay attention to the analytics.
I always tell people to the analytics. Like I'm a marketing guy. I got my degree in marketing, so that's what I do is study in marketing. Analytics and data is like what we use to figure out everything. Like even with algorithms, like how you think your these fucking TikToks and these Instagrams and these Twitters know what to put on your feed. Analytics and data. What you
Mm-hmm.
clicking, what you doing, what
Mm-hmm.
everybody around you doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how they make millions of dollars off your data. So do the same thing. Like, and you got to be a hustler. So you got to do the exact same thing they doing. They make money off your data. You make money off your data. You feel me?
So
So that's the last thing I want to close out with that, because you ain't got to leave the rack, man. You just got to figure out how to get money while you living in the rack. You know.
yeah,
Especially if you ain't got no ops. If you ain't got no ops, ain't no use.
yeah, I ain't got none of that. You know, do that, bro.
Just live your life, bro.
You know,
Just live your life, guy. All right. So
oh yeah.
last question. I want to end. We can get up out of here. What's that
Mm-hmm.
moment that you were looking for to know that you made it?
What's the moment that I'm looking forward to once I make
Yeah,
it?
like that. What's the moment that you know, like, damn, I made it? Like, what's that moment for you? Like, when you feel like once you reach that moment, like, yo, I made it. What's that
When
moment for you?
I make I feel like I'm gonna know when I make it when I'm walking when I'm randomly in a Walmart or a store somewhere and somebody like I seen you or I know you. I've heard your song. I know who you are. When I'm randomly in a place. No, but they do that. They do that when I'm at different showcases, because you know what I'm saying. A lot of artists, we play in the same showcases. You start to see the same artists. But like when I'm like actually, matter of fact, in a different state. Matter of fact, we're gonna put it in a different state. Once I'm somewhere else and I'm randomly on vacation, somebody like, oh, I know you. That's when I know I made it. Right. Let me get out. Can I get a picture? All that.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, well, KB Soda, I appreciate you
Mm-hmm.
giving us time here today. I feel like it's a good conversation for y'all, those that's watching. there will be this interview will be on YouTube, so y'all can go back to it if y'all want to listen to the conversation. KB, so that you can forward it to your friends and everything once we're done. Once again, appreciate your energy. If you can hear me, you got an amazing son. I like what he's doing. Keep up the good job over there.
Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem.
Man. I appreciate
So
y'all
what
a
guy
lot.
you went in and out?
I saying shout out to Cody, Mack, and What's the Word,
All love, man.
and What's the Buzz. You know what I'm saying? They putting people on. They actually care about y'all, man. As artists, man. Come mess with them. Definitely. Period.
I appreciate that, man. And on that note, it's Cody Mack. What's the word? And we out.
All right, buddy. Love.
All right, God.
Hey, what's up? What's the